welcome back to the channel. Back on the Rover Classic again, and as mentioned in the last video, the window doesn't open and close properly. I've managed to get it to close. It seems to me like the motor's working okay, but the glass has come out the frame that pushes up and down. So I'm going to take this door card off, have a look, and see what we find. So take these out. It's been a couple of years since I've done one. Got 2 screws inside here. That's one. That's 2, you can lift that out. I'll put the screws back in here so I don't lose them. And then you've got a screw behind here. There we go, that needs to come out as well. And then your speakers and everything, they can stay in. And it's just a case of prising at the door. There's a, you'll see when it comes off now. So I'll just put the camera down a little bit more. You can see the bottom started to come a lot easier than the top, so I'll keep going along the bottom. And the only thing to be careful of is the door lock here. I can never remember which position that needs to be in for it to come off. There we go, and then 2 wires with a speaker. Black one, and then I've got black and white there. So yeah, I just thought I'd show this door lock again a bit closer, but we've got a tab on the back there, and then 2 lugs on the side there. These lugs on the side, they're gonna, well, the tab at the back is gonna slide down. And then these, there's holes in the side here, and that's going to lock that all together. Obviously when we put it back, we need to make sure they click in. But yeah, you can see someone's had this off before. Usually the whole door's covered in plastic, like this. But yeah, we'll take a look. Just one more thing before we start on the window. I'll show you that there. And you can see we've got these pegs all along the door. And they locate into all these different holes, and that's what holds that on. So yeah, you get to see how that's held on as well. Okay, so I just popped the key in the ignition, I operated the window, show you what happened, and this bit here dropped down from over here somewhere. But I'll show you what the behaviour is like. You see the window staying closed. And I've just got and there, that's when the window's not closing, is when it's getting jammed up against this. So I can even get this out. Right, no, that's going to stay in for now, but that's basically where the bottom of the glass usually sits inside. You see that's rusted away there, that's fallen away from the frame. So I have to see if I've got another one or what we can do with this. But yeah, that's basically the reason why it's not opening and closing properly. Okay, so I've had a rummage through. Here's the old bottom rail. You can see it's pretty bad condition. Found this one here. It's stuck to this glass. It's, you know, in solid condition, but I don't really dare separate it from the glass because the rubber doesn't seem to be in the best condition. So I think what I'm going to do is swap the whole glass out, and then that'll sit inside. I'll give it a good clean first, and then that'll sit within the motor winder mechanism, lift it up and down, and should be as good as new. So yeah, next job is going to be taking this glass out. That's going to mean taking this whole frame out. So it's not a 2-minute job, but it's not too bad of a job, if that makes sense. We've got a bolt here to do. This bolt, there's a bolt on the inside of the door here as well. Take this off, the wing mirror, to be able to lift this rubber out. And then there's also little tabs at the bottom here with bolts to get at. I think, yeah, there's 2 on this one on each side, and then the whole frame will lift up. Luckily it's very good condition, this door. I know there's rust here, but that's from the old winder. But the door itself is quite solid, and this frame also very solid, so be lucky with that. Should lift out fairly easy. Hopefully drop it, put the glass in, drop it back in, and then I can reconnect up this winder motor mechanism. But yeah, it's starting to get a bit dark now, so that'll be a job for tomorrow. Hello guys, back on the Rover Classic Window. Went on eBay afterwards and I found that you could get new reproduction ones, window rails, so I decided to buy one of them. It's only about £30 I think, plus I got the rubber strip, new rubber strip. So yeah, the old one I managed to pull out through this gap here. We'll try and refit this in the same way. What I've done is I've pushed the glass up, I can push it a little bit more, and the friction in the sliders is holding it. Maybe you need a block of wood or something if it's dropping down too much. The window winder mechanism is at the bottom, so it's as out of the way as possible. I might push that a little higher there, and then I don't know if you can see, when I fitted the rubber, instead of pushing it all the way down, I've left it open at the top. And the idea is when I fit it, it's going to be a lot easier to open that up to get the window inside, and then we'll push everything in together and it'll seal that pretty well. So not a job I've done before, but we'll see if it's possible. So I tried getting it pushed up onto the window, tapping it up, but it's pretty stiff. So what I've done is I've got it in the channel first, which is probably an easy way to do it. I'm going to push the window down, try and get it inside this channel, and then what I'll do is I'll use the motor itself to try and push up on the window and see whether that'll get it to sit in nicely. So I'll just feed in this rubber strip on properly now. This is a fiddly job, not too difficult, but yeah, fiddly is the right word. Okay, so when I closed it, it got it most of the way, and then what I found was I had to pry bar it up a little bit, and that's got it sat all nicely as it should be. The problem I've got now though is that the frame is sat too far that side, and as the window's tapered, or the frame is tapered down on that side a little bit, as it's dropping down, the channel at the bottom is fouling against the door, so I can't get it down any lower than what it is now. So I'm going to have to try and get a bar in there and try and shift this over, but it will close up from here. See, the battery's getting pretty dead. I have to put that on charge. But yeah, next job then is to try and get this scooted over. When I was trying to push it back, I found that this arm here had jumped out of this track, so I had to start from scratch again, but it's in now, working well. All I've got left to do is I'm going to grease up inside here. Okay, so I've brought the door card back, ready to fit. I've got the lock, make sure that's positioned up well there. And then I'll reconnect this speaker first. So there we are guys, that's the window channel refitted. It's opening and closing properly like it should. So thanks for watching, make sure you like and subscribe. Lessons learned from it is, one, I wish I'd lubed up the rubber channel a bit more, would have helped it slip in a bit easier. I think if you use very liquid that'd be okay. But yeah, I think it's definitely a lot easier to do it that way than to have to take this whole frame out. So yeah, thank you.